I'll come over here. I'll give everybody a few minutes to catch on to this one. Let me try to catch this one. Um, Let me see. Y'all come on over here. Okay, bet. I'll just delete that one. Hey, hey, Laquita. Hey, In the Noah Glow. Hey, None Your Business. Hey, Avis. Hey, Philly in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone says Glow. Hey, Nate 22. Hey, Hope. Hey, Boo, way up there at the top. Hey, Sylvia Murray. Hey, Shauna. Everybody speaking. Glow speaking to Avis. Love Self One say, hey, I'm here for 74 miles in chat. Hey, Love Self One. Hey, get your mama. Let me try to multitask and find my girl Chrissy Lou. Hey, my. Let me see. Let me do something real quick while y'all get on back over here. I deleted that last live. I don't know why when I do schedule lives, it's always some type of technical difficulties. I'm sure it's me. Let me see. Hey, Miss Mona Lowry. Shauna, let me turn this translator off. I'm glad I thought about that. I don't want to touch nothing else. Hey, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you, Philly in the building. Let me see. Love Self One said, get your mama. Ooh, I feel a marathon coming on. Hey, Terry said, hey again, 74 miles in chat. Oh, sorry about that. Every time I go on my schedule lives, it seems to be a problem. Hey, country girl Queena. Good evening to you too. Hey, CC. Hey, Snipe speaking to Get Your Mama. My speaking to In the Know with Glow. Shauna speaking to Glow. Thank you guys. Thank you, Philly in the building for the girl power. Thank you, Boo. Thank you, Love Self One, for the Sunday. That is so refreshing. It is going to be 100 degrees the entire week around here. It ain't going to be nothing short of 95 for the rest of August, y'all. So we are supposed to be getting a little rain tomorrow and Thursday with a higher percent chance on Thursday, steady dropping. It was 67% chance and we down to like a 36% chance. So that's going to be a no for our area typically. And so, baby, it's crucial conflict out there. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Hey, retired teacher. Hey, Cynthia Hendricks. Billy said, I'm over summer. Summer. I want winter. I'm a winter person anyway. Anything between October through the end of the year. I'm not a January winter person, and I'm not a February winter person. Only for the coats and the boots aspect of it, but that ain't even been fun in the past 6 years out here. Um, it's just money sitting in the doggone closet because it hasn't snowed sufficiently and effectively out here in year. And it's been spring since last year out here, turning into hell quickly after May. And we didn't get no snow. It ain't no water around here. Thank you for the Sunday, Mona. Thank you. Country Girl Queen is speaking to Get Your Mama. Nate 22 speaking to Lovely C. Hey, Lovely C, let me scooch back up here. Cynthia Hendricks said, hey, BLD. Hey, BLD, boo. Let me see. Philly in the building said, I'm over summer. I want the winter. Same. I doubled that motion. Let me see. Terry Cody speaking to Shauna, my retired teacher, Love Self One, Hutchie, Darlene, Trey Trey, and Lovely C. Hey, Hutchie. Hey, Trey Trey. Hey, Miss Darlene Anthony. How are you guys this evening? Oh, my goodness, y'all. My sinuses just started acting up last night. A number of people started sneezing, and I started sneezing the minute I got home. Hey, Richie Rich said, what it do, 74? Hey, Richie Rich. Hey, Angels Around. Angelique Shake said, hello. Beautiful 74 in chat. Hey, love. Shauna said, hey, Miss Hutchie. Vicky Gale said, hey, In the Nova Glow. Snipes beeping the Hutchie. Let me see. Let's do a jewel gift go. It's just one thing after another. Let me see. Cynthia Hendricks said, wonderful Wednesday evening, 74 and Chad. Wonderful Wednesday. I'm so glad, y'all. This is my first day off. I have had a wonderful week, y'all. Absolutely amazing week. I'm claiming everything from this week. I'm going to post up the Rupon Ice Sock reusable gel foot boots. Um, I, with this plantar fasciitis, have been suffering this since last January, January of 2024, actually. And I went all year into this year, March, going out for medical leave. Crown Keeper speaking up BLD, and it has been a trip. Okay. I told y'all last week that they purchased these dozens of these swamp coolers, if you would call it, these huge box air conditioning slash fans. Who was that? Hey, Sally's GVO. Thank you for being a Flower Power member for 17 months. Thank you. Nate22 says safe travels. Let me see. Erica said, hey, Yvonne. Hey, Big E from the D. Terry Cody said, how's your feet? Absolutely sublime. I am pretty much on my way now. Today, coming home off of a 4-day stint. Of course, it's on Throb today, but not while at work. I've been able to work effectively and sufficiency the whole week with minimum complaint at all, and they accommodating everybody on every freaking turn. There's actually a lot of foot injuries, ankle injuries. There's a lot of restrictions going around in regards to our motion with my employer. I'm missing a bunch, y'all. Hey, Octavius, that go my guy. What it do, Prime? Let me see. Crown Keeper says Snipes. Get your mama says Sally's GVO. Y'all, I've done great. Do y'all see that ice sock there? Put a 1 in the chat if you see that ice sock, Yvonne. How you doing, love? This is gonna be those ice socks. This is frost right here because you can heat these or freeze them. You see it, Terry? Okay, so that's the first one that's up right here. And this goes for people with a number of injuries, a number of itises, rheumatoids, osteo, knees, hands, feet, toes, ankles, wrists, all kind of stuff. So this even for you, Giant Lemon Hair, with your Michael Jackson glove. Hey, Leisha. Let me see. In the Noah Glow said, God keeps on blessing me. Hey, God keeps on blessing me. Prime speaking the Crown Keeper. Hey, everybody. I hope y'all week is off to a groovy motion. All right. Headed towards the direction that you wanted to go to. You know? Hey, Miss Francetta. Hey, boo. We just going over some things that have helped me get through this week. All right. And so this, I got these off of Amazon, and it's a like gel material. You can heat them or freeze them, and my feet need the freeze. Hey, Bridget Goings, 15 months with Flower Power. I so appreciate you. Hey, Loretta Rivers, Glow speaking to you. Mima, hey girl. Loretta said, hey, beautiful 74 miles in chat. Let me see if I can see if I miss anybody. Hey, God keeps on blessing me. I see you. May in the building. What it do? Let me see. Glow speaking to Yvonne. Shauna said, Yvonne, I see green. I don't see green on my end. And I did see a number of content creators, especially in TP chat. I don't know what's going on. YouTube. That's all I got to say about YouTube. I am not happy with YouTube, me personally, this month, but for the fact of the good news that Prime informed us of. You know, Prime is very informative. I asked him to be very informative my last night at work, and that I will pick up the pieces when I got over here today, child. Back to the ice pack for your feet. Or you can use this for your knees. It's basically for your foot. You just insert the appendage in there. All right. And this is cold because I've had them in the freezer Okay, and these have helped me royally. I also have a standing pad, and these go to your back, any type of injury or whatever. And you can see the W name brand that's on here. This is the same like silicone. This is more like a silicone texture, very weighty. All right, ballet dancers, I'm sure they use these. People that run track, possibly basketball and football and other sports. There's a number of things that you could do for different itises. All right, this is plantar fasciitis. It's an actual severe case of it. They didn't find a bone for spur with me. It's a severe case of plantar fasciitis along with arthritis. My left foot in particular is covered in arthritis. All right. Um, what we do as far as motions at work, we're on a lot of concrete and we're on a lot of different terrains, floor terrain. All right. Mostly concrete. And I didn't just got too old for that. And I was talking to Earl a couple of days ago because really, as long as I can remember, I've had foot pain for decades. All right. Especially back home, standing in the Coney Island restaurants. Those floors are usually some type of ceramic or, concrete, the kitchen type flooring that you would have in a industrial restaurant. So not very easy floors. Some of the down part of my foot pain is some of my own causing: improper gait, improper weight, diet, shoes. You know what I mean? My shoes and all this stuff got to match from head to toe, and that hasn't helped me, child. All right. Hey, Winter Storms. Hey, Miriam. I keep an ice pack in the freezer, baby. I got these freezers. I'll be standing on this one. I'll be standing on this one. I love cold. I love the cold side of the bed. You know what I mean? In the summertime, this heat, we got central air in this house. In the nighttime, when that space is not being occupied by body heat or whatever, I like to roll over on that side of the bed, child. Hey, TP. Hey, Miss V. Thank you guys for the jewel gifts. I appreciate that. I was trying to set a goal, but it's always a mess, child. Loretta River said, hey, TP. Yvonne, so Christine Seabrook said, hey, Glow. Hey, Get Your Mama. Hey, Mona. Hey, Christine Seabrook. So let me see if I can set a goal real quick. I'm going to do a jewel gift goal. Oh, okay. So now I want to go through. Thank y'all. Chatting with Miss V said, Yvonne, Erica, Loretta, Mona, Get Your Mama. Erica said, hey, TP Boo. Yvonne sent a star and I thank you, love. Thank you. Miriam said, in the know with glow. Yes, child. So these are great. I love these. I love to get everything done. I'll run up to the house. I'll hurry up and run water the front yard. I come in. I'll water the backyard. I vacuum. I take out what I'm gonna cook for the day. I get in the shower. I get my butt in the bed. I do not pass go. I do not collect $200. I don't turn that TV on. I will not turn social media on. It is vital that I stay hydrated and rested for the stint that I have, either 3 or 4 days a week, and I stand on it, especially after the way things went this week. Mona Lowry said, hey, Sally's GBO TPC. Oh my goodness, what is that? Hey, Winter Storms, thank you for the Sunday, my love. Miriam, of course it's you. Thank you so much for the air travel. That is too dope. Girl, that's too dope, Miriam. Thank you. Let me see. Avis dropped the Sunday. Hey, Avis Boo. Is India in here, girl? Thank you. I seen you grab a membership on the other live, my love. Thank you so much, Indigo. I know you've been here since day one, and that was probably a renewal. I love you, big sis. Thank you so very much, Indigo. Memberships are vital during this temperature and everything. YouTube behind the scenes has been aggravating me most indubitably. Something is amiss, and I have been literally talking to YouTube support about every other day for the past week. All right, the numbers don't lie. YouTube is on some bullshit. And I stay after them just like I do anybody else that's on bullshit. YouTube is not exempt. Thank y'all. We did that goal in technically like 13 minutes or so. We've been on for 15 minutes. And I appreciate y'all so very much for meeting that one. Let me see, Christine Seabrook. Thank y'all for the hundreds, for the GG. Thank y'all. Country Girl Queen said, I like that. Love it. Miriam be hitting some dope gold gifts, girl. Them things, them pennies add up, Miriam. You are most adored and appreciated for the way you be popping out and coming through, girl. Thank you so very much. And what I love about Flower Power is y'all know my emotion, y'all know my intention, y'all know my aim, and y'all come through. Don't nobody have to manipulate y'all. There's no carrots hanging in you guys' face. There's no need to talk to everybody all upside their head and stuff. Hey, Jazzy Gal. Thank y'all. Thank you so much, Loretta, for being a Flower Power member for 17 months. It means everything to me. Cause it ain't popping without y'all. You know what I mean? Hey, chatting with Miss V said, thank you, Miss V, for the finger heart. You rock for that. That is too dope. Now, YouTube stepping up their games on them things. Erica said, hey, Beans Mom. Patricia Smith been a Flower Power member for 19 months. Hey, P, thank you so much, love, for your continued support, love. Thank you. Carolyn English said, hello, 74 Moss in chat. Hey, Miss CE, how you doing? Chatting with Miss V said, hey, Terry. Get your mama said, hey, Jazzy Gal. Look at y'all. My sent a shopping cart. Dope. Thank you, Mai. Thank you. Look at Goodwin sent that. Let them cook. Let them cook, child. Let them cook. All right, that's the only reason. That's the only way that meat go tenderized. Cause these some tender weak. They weakest tender meats around these parts. All right. The verdict is in. All right. The verdict is in on the turtle. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday night. We go jump off into this content. Look at this treasure box. Thank you, beautiful, divine loot box. Thank you. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. That's that old what's his name? Notorious B.I.G. I used to love that. Give me the loot single. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you, Goodwin. Let me see, Miss Loretta, 17 months. I appreciate you. Sally's GVO sent the good vibes only. Mona Lowry. God keeps on blessing me. Said, get your mama. Beautiful blessings. Oh my God, thank you so much for the cute island. That is too cute. That is too cute. Carolyn English said, hello. Y'all freaking rock, man. Y'all rock. I love the way the gifts look on the screen. I'm saving for a limousine, child. You saving for that limousine. You go, Miriam. Thank you. You totally rock with those. I appreciate them. I've been missing in action, you guys. I'm in school. You are, Jazzy Gal. What you taking up, girl? Dominique said, hello, Miss 74 in chat. Hey, Dominique. Phyllis Luggett said, hey, Mona. Glow said, hey, Divine. Glow said, hey, Dominique. TP said, Dominique. Get your mama said, Dominique. Thank you, Janet K, for being a Flower Power member for 11 months. Thank you. Thank y'all so very, very much. Let me see. That goes Sandy Strong, 18 months. Divine, 17 months. Y'all doing it. Thank y'all so very much, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for standing by me and holding me down. All right. Some of y'all be getting me in check too. Okay. Thank y'all. I told y'all this months ago. Months ago when we was headed the Indiana way, we had this discussion. All right. Those of the train and the Flower Power, we know. We've been new. Okay. Winter Storm said Terry Cody. Oh my God, y'all cutting up. Thank you, Mona. Sent the W Pinata. Thank you. Win. That's all that's gonna happen. Sandra, 18 months. Thank you, love. Thank you, Miss Sandra. I can only wish. Thank you, Janet K, for the 11 months. Just thank y'all. I mean, seriously. Country Girl Queen is speaking to Jazzy Gale. Darlene Anthony, 14 months. Thank you, Miss Darlene. Melanie Rice, 12 months. Thank you, beautiful Melanie, with your pretty self. Thank you. Phyllis Lucky said, hey, Terry Cody. Patricia said, 74, 100. Real spill. Let me see. Sylvia Murray, 13 months. Thank y'all. Dominique said, hello, Miss Glow and TP. Melanie said, get your mama. In the Noah Glow said, Melanie, Vanessa, hey girl, happy hump day. Thank y'all so very much. Child, all we gonna do is win, all right? And you definitely can win. If you in pain, if you got a giant lemon head, you could tie this on your head. If you got a strong neck, you could stop the swelling, all right? If you got a nigga growing out your neck, you can stop the swelling with these. They heavy enough. My, thank you for the slice of watermelon. I just got me a new one today. Thank you, girl. You know what I like. Thank you so much for the W Pinata, Miss Mona Lowry. That was too dope. All right. So this the foot version. Let's see what else we got up in here. They got these sports kind. This is like the metatarsal area. That is the AMQT SLM 1 pair foot ice pack for the big toe. All right. Happens all the time in sports and working out, general movement and motion and everything like that. So that's that version of an ice pack for the feet area. And you can see that these target certain areas. If you a ballerina, if you a basketball player, or if you feet all the time in manufacturing, whatever the case may be, this is the coldest feet ankle Achilles pain reliever. All right. A lot of people have problems with their Achilles. All right. That's one of these right here. Let me see. This is mostly generalized to the ankle. So when I got this last year, I thought it was going to be different than it was. It's more along the lines of maybe one of these, but no coverage on the top. That one right there is the Nugo Foot Ice Pack for plantar fasciitis specifically. Let me see how this one, because I never did wear them right because I needed help on the bottom of the heel. My heel bone is where this crazy throb is, right? Let me see what y'all saying. Vanessa said, awesome. So that's one of these ice packs right here. It kind of directs itself more into this area right here. So there's no ice at the bottom. All right. Both of the ice packs are on the sides of the ice pack. So that's that ankle area, stuff like that. And a lot of people have metatarsal pain. Let me put one of these boots on, because I got these off of Temu. They were like $6 each, but they $30 on Amazon. And I think I said I got them from Amazon. No, these came from Temu like a week or so ago. So this is what these look like. And they're pretty cool. They so doggone soft, y'all. They so doggone soft. And that's these boots. And I did good with this. So there's a version of this type of boot with the feet out on this one right here that's pinned on your screens. That one has the foot out. And this is the Rupon Ice Pack Sock reusable gel. And like I said, you can do them hot or cold. And you can use this for a number of areas. Maybe menstrual cramps or a knee or something like that. That's what those come in good for. And I didn't see, this is a typical ice pack, it's wipeable. I usually wipe these off with the Clorox bleach wipes, Hold on, because I didn't my finger doing too much. Erica said I was just about to ask. So every item came from Timu. Not all of these. These came from these ankle ones. They're about a year old. I got these this set off of Amazon. So yeah, this is the original packaging to these. So it was a set. So these ran me about $37. But it doesn't target the right area. I need the whole bottom of the foot. Even with this boot, Erica, even with these socks, the ankle is too much. All right. And so for me, for my plantar fasciitis, it's on the bottom of the foot, mostly the heel. Dominique said, I just saw a foot doctor. He was telling me to freeze water bottle and roll them, going to look into them, Miss 74. I have plantar fasciitis too. I hear the bottled water technique all the time, and I be having all these other little trinkets, you know what I mean? And I just don't get to it. But these socks feel so good. You know what I mean? And me, it's been going on for a decade when I think about it. And Earl, remember how I used to have to go put my foot in the river every day?
Yeah.
When we first came to Colorado, we was at the shelter, So that's at the other end of town. And so we have this park that's at the other end. This whole town is full of parks, but the end of town that where all the shelters and all this other type of resources and stuff are, people hang out at the Poudre River and all this other type of stuff. That's one of the main rivers that run through this town, and then it turns into a bigger river, the Thompson River, and so much more. And the Colorado waters out here, they're like rapids. It runs really, really fast. All right. It's just not enough of it. But when the water is high, it's very dangerous. And communities around Colorado, the water is a cooling source. And so as Colorado gets drier and the water resources get lower and lower, it is a feat. That's why I always say to appreciate what you have, because you never miss your water until the well run dry. That's real spill. On top of drought, on top of wildfires, it's a thing. You need water to live, all right? And so what was used to be such a common recreational thing around here, people playing rivers, lakes, and water. This is fishing country. What you call that, fly fishing and stuff like that, like super celebrity and idolized people of this world, they come to this state specifically for specific things, and fishing and water rafting and wildlife is a real thing. Like all presidents used to come to a certain part of Colorado just to fly fish. I mean, it's a thing, and then it's a sport on ESPN. You know what I mean? And they do that here in Colorado, lakes and rivers. So when we first got here, my feet used to hurt me all the time. And when we first came here, I couldn't jump right into what I was known to work in. I had to go to another sector of career, and I ended up in the hotel industry being a housekeeper supervisor. So again, on the feet, I work for the biggest hotel in this city with 600 rooms, with room service, full room service, laundry, and every fucking thing. I was one of four housekeeping supervisors for this brand. You know what I mean? And I'm a thoroughbred on cleaning. And then as the kids got acclimated into moving out here, Romero, he changed. Okay. He changed around the ninth grade. When we moved out here, he was in the seventh, seventh or eighth. I believe the seventh. All right. And when he went to high school, that's when Romero switched up on me and started his own cartel out here and everything. So he never did really acclimate with this. So I had to switch careers again and go back into manufacturing. That's why today is July 22nd. And yesterday on July the 21st is 29 years on not only third shift alone, but in manufacturing. All right. The only time I wasn't in manufacturing was the first 2 years in here that I was a housekeeping supervisor. All right. And Earl had a totally different career too until he just we all got what we wanted, child. Okay. And my feet have really given me a problem, but my last manufacturing job before this, they went down with the pandemic, and I've been here ever since. But um, I I can't remember a time where my foot hurt because it was an 8 hour schedule. Um, dress comfortably in jeans and t-shirts. We had to have steel toe shoes, but when you invest in a steel toe shoe, you got to spend a lot of money for a steel. You can't get the ones from Wally World or some steel toe shoes that you find at Burlington. That I can't have. And shoes that I do wear, they not cheap. You know what I mean? And so the job that I have now, this is the first time that we've done this 12-hour thing because we have a huge 5-year contract that we just now kind of getting ahead of. We've been getting our asses handed to us on production and how we move on all 8 processes that it takes to build for this company is crazy work, and time is of the essence. There's no time to have phones out, conversations, this, that, and the other. They like bill, 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 and we be shaking and baking. And they kind of pit us against one another. We have 4 teams, and I'm on the blue team, the blessed team, the best team, as per usual. So, there's I'm a competitive person. I have to be the best at everything. Like I tell y'all all the time. Can't nobody barbecue better than me and my daddy, and can't nobody drive better than me and my daddy. All right. I have to be the first one at the light. I have to be the first one out the light, and so forth and so forth. Hence, watching, both ways, seeing who go run the red light or whatever. I ain't gonna go out there and get unalive because I'm quick on the draw like that. But I know what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? And then there are times when you should slow down a bit and wait 3 seconds and see, was God trying to tell you something? All right. You know how you can run right into things. So I move very strategically, and I don't, um, whatever comes out my mouth, I be meaning it. Okay. I be meaning it. And I'm very strategic in that, even though I've always had a slick mouth and a smart mouth, like forever. I've been fighting all my life, one way or another, y'all, psychologically, physically, emotionally, financially, because I come from a system of foster care, being taken away from your biological people and set loose in the world without any connection, without anybody to protect you or show you how anything. You don't belong to anybody yet or never. Okay. So I think different. I move different. Thanks for the Uncle Lurk, Allison. Where you been, pretty? Thank you so much for the Uncle Lurk. Let me see. Vanessa Doak says 74. I worked in manufacturing for over 16 and a half years. 2 companies. We made and sent parts to Chrysler. Got hurt on the job. I had a bad fall, but God soothed their butts. Never went back to work ever. Baby. I know what them car plants do to a soul and a foot. All right. Everybody saying hey to Allison. Let me see. Dolores said, hello, beautiful Terry, and get your mama. In the Noah Glow said, Nia Marie. Hey, girl. I ain't see you yet, Nia. Y'all keep talking. Y'all know I'm going to keep talking. All right. Dominique said, they look like they will be better for feet. I will look into them. Yep. Check out Amazon and Temu. So what I put in for Amazon and Temu is ice packs for the feet. All right. And then you will see a plethora of things right here. This thing right here is cool. Standing up in the bathroom, secluded in one spot. This thing right here is groovy, y'all. This thing right here is really groovy. It's squishy. And it just formed to your feet. See how it's just forming to my feet? And all around that is just icy good coldness. And that's what I love about river water. That's what I love about the water here in Colorado. The water is cold and it's rapidly running by. You know what I mean? It go by fast and it be so cold. And before me and Earl would go back to the shelter, because we worked all day. We never was like in the shelter living with the people and all that other type of stuff. We always worked. We came right here and got jobs the first week that we started here. We lived at the hotel for like 2 weeks. We went to the shelter. We were supposed to be going to another shelter in a different town that was waiting for us, but we got jobs the week that we came in Fort Collins, so we stayed here. And so we was paying for the hotel stays and all this other type of stuff. So we decided to go to the other Catholic charities here because Our Lady Guadalupe, they was expecting us 25 minutes from here, in another town that has burst. All right, huge. They have overgrown because that's what's happening in Colorado. Californians and Texans are moving to Colorado. Colorado is bursting at the seams, and we got it out the trenches. Plus, I'm from the trenches. Plus, we from the trenches of Flint. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of comorbidities working here with me as who I am and how I move working. I've never sat on my ass. I've always had multiple jobs, and I get money on the real. I'm a high stakes gambler. Especially with the lottery, I just bang. I just make more money back east. You know what I mean? But I never had to be a trap hoe or anything like that. I call myself selling drugs and weed, as we all did. You know, Master P. It be certain trap songs I hear now. I'll be selling dope in my head. You know what I mean? But I always made my own way and I always paid what it weighed. You know what I mean? And so I got out there, but I done got older now. So my feet and my body and my weight, and I know what it is. It's how I walk, it's how I stand up, it's my posture in chairs and all kind of stuff. Leaning, diet. At this age, almost turning 52 at the end of the year, it's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to save yourself. All right. I work in the industry where there are lots and lots of smart kids, engineers, scientists, and all this other type of stuff. I'm the auntie. I'm Mama Q. You know what I mean? At work, these people that I work with, they my kids' age. You know what I mean? With the education, making $30 more than me, and I make way more than $30 an hour. You know what I mean? And this child just graduated, last year. You know what I mean? Hey, Axe Granny, thank you for the 100. Hey, Teresa Boo. Innova Glow says, Snipes, I can see green, Boo. I think it's just some devices displaying that. Are Apple, let's do a poll. Do Apple people see people's membership badges in the green? And Apple people, do y'all got Apple phones? Do Apple phones see the green and Android phones don't? Huh? Alyssa Gordon said yes. Oh, okay. I have iPhone. You see green on your iPhone, don't you, Glow? Because I don't see no green in here. I didn't see no green in Axe Granny. I didn't see no green in TPs. And that's when I noticed that between them two lives. Those the two lives that I caught was, and I think did I see Shonda live? I think I was listening to Shonda's replay. You see green, you got an iPhone, Erica. I see white, I'm on Android. Indigo, I think I'm onto something. Miriam said, Apple here, it's not green on your channel, but mine is green on the other channel. Yo, what you mean? Let me see. I always see been on some generalized bullshit. All right. Generalized bullshit. Let me see something from this other device, because I don't see no green. Both of these are the S23 and S21, and nope, I don't see no green in here. Let me see if I can get I can't give no memberships. What? No. Since when? I don't either, said Nia Marie. Phyllis said, hey, Mona Lowry. I don't see green either. I have Android. Yeah, I think Androids are being not able to see the green, y'all. I guess Android can't see it. That's crazy. And from my other device, I can't give out no memberships. What the helly? Let me see something. What is going on, your turd? Let me see something. No. Let me see something, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for the mystery package, Allison. Thank you, love. TP said Auntie Hutchie. Okay, so there's my 20-month membership. Now let me see if I can give out some memberships. No, it won't let me. YouTube, what are you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you so much again, Allison. Mona says 74, you might be able to give memberships because this is members only. Oh, that's right. That's right, Auntie Mona. That makes more sense. All right. So we got all the ice pack stuff out of the way. Hey, Alyssa Gordon. Hey, Boo. Melanie said, hey, Terry Cody. How many people caught Prime's live last night on the verdict? We got the verdict yesterday on the turtle, y'all. And it is a long-awaited thing, okay? Do y'all remember me telling y'all time and time again how the pig and her people doxed me in 2023? Let's read the copyright disclaimer. Under Copyright Act 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Thank you. That's the copyright disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right. Let's see. Chickadee. Hey, lady. Thank you for being a Flower Power member for 13 months. Say, hey, everyone at work, but listening, but watching. Thank you, boo. Victoria Jones said, I caught the replay of Prime. Thank you. Thank you for going over to check that out. He was just warming y'all up to let y'all know that the verdict is in and mission stage 2 activated. All right. I promised these people, I promised the pig, and I promised everybody one fucking case at a time, please. I asked the failed attorney to please calm down. Your day in court is coming, Dusty. All right. Let me sue your sister first. This stuff takes time. It's got to be done correctly. Okay. You on bullshit. All right. But you couldn't wait. Your mother was ultimately defeated. She 90% defeated herself. All right. And you guys are surely behind her. Everything that's happened since November the 4th through the present, it's just been a testament on how far evil and wrongdoing can get a person. All right. And crime don't pay, losers. And y'all always losing. Thank you, Pamela Ferguson, for the beautiful tulip bouquet. That is just too cute. Thank you. You losers, it ain't nothing good go come from it. And we be telling y'all this. We've been saying this stuff for years. All right. Flip-flopping, snake biting, jealousy, envy, lewd, obsidious behavior, drunkenness, drunk ain't shit. 2 clowns, 2 tears in the bucket head ass bitches the other night. We gonna go over that. Old 8-ball eyes and giant lemon head over there. Just pitiful and weak. All right, just pitiful and weak. Going back to this turtle, you okay? So we got 2023. We got just a few months after the Christmas scam of 2022 performed by the pig. And by the end of 22, her and Sharita had fallen out that September the 27th when the scam had started earlier that year in May. Trey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. So we are on 2022. May, the Christmas scam starts. I am a loyal and a 6-month member at that time over at the Pig Squad. And I did not pay into these dues and donations for this scam until late June, June 24th, the day after Romero's birthday of 2022. I have the Zelle payments to prove that, with notes in the Zelle payment that this is for the dues, plus a $10 donation to a extra sis for either 5 months worth of dues, or however the pig split my extra $10 up for her double dipping on the sister circle dues. So I had a a Zelle for $40, and then I gave her another Zelle for $40 that is very specific. It says, "We love you, Piggy, from Q Cardwell and family. Merry Christmas to the lucky winners. $40 donation given in my blessing." All right. So she scammed me for $80 between June 24th and July 24th of 2022. Things quickly began going from sugar to shit about this lady's scam because she couldn't keep up because of the amount of money that she accumulated in a short period of time. Rita will later do a live stating that the money was coming in so goddamn fast that she was a narcissist, and she bragged to Sharita that, girl, it's already $7,500 in that account. These people money is coming to the mailbox all kinds of ways. So I'm going to bless you with 2,500 of the money. All right. Because it wasn't going on a couple of weeks. I'll give it 3 weeks if my memory served me correctly. But I do have the archive of such. Okay, so within 3 weeks, she had already accumulated $7,500 from May through June. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Dolores Henderson. Yvonne said, "I only see green when I write something and then it turns white." Okay. I don't know what is going on. Get Your Mama Said copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Thank you, Country Girl Queena, for the star. Snipe says, "I did." Yvonne said, "I seen his live." Thank you all who checked that out. If you haven't, if you would like to go over there and catch the replay, please do so. Chickadee said 13 months. Hey, everyone at work but watching. Thank you so much, Chickadee. Get Your Mama said, "I caught it late last night." Replay gang Prime. Thank y'all. Shauna said 13 months, and I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. Allison said 20 months with the Flower Power crew. I appreciate you, love. Anil Furman said, Trail said the nurse told them she almost died in the ambulance. That's why they was just sitting there. What? Let me see. Hutchie said, "I missed Octavius, but I will definitely watch the replay." Appreciate you. Victoria Jones, thank you so much for 13 months being a Flower Power member. You totally rock. Pam, thank you for the tulips. Get Your Mama said, "Hey, Pamela." And the Noah Glow said, "Anel, what are you talking about?" Yeah, I was wondering. Trey, thank you so much again, love. Glow saying, "Thank y'all." Ava said, "I saw his live." Yes, I love he. Let me see. Hutchie said, "Hey, Glow." Yeah, now what? Let me see. I don't get that. What trail? You mean Laquanda Trail? Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Hey, love, Christy. Let me see. Erica said, "Hey, Hutchie." Let me see. Nate 22 said, "Christine." Mona Somebody was on the cruise. Mona said 74. Are those draperies a new addition? Very, very nice. Sorry to interrupt. You mean these right here? You mean these right here, Auntie Mona? They blinds. These them zebra blinds. These is everywhere now. These them zebra blinds. You know, they like the old roll-up shades. Yep, you can close them for privacy, or you can just have all these different shades of light. I like them. I really like the ones that roll up like this. I'm kind of tearing them up again, but they're pretty reasonable. I think these was like $45 each side, but I replaced the ladies all of them because what happened the first year that we stayed here, we smoked this material out. It was very yellow, and it was already yellow in the first place because this house was like dusty because certain people, they don't keep their house like we keep our houses. You know what I mean? And so I be having to, it's high maintenance because you got to dust a lot out here. You got to do a lot of I use Murphy's oil and soap and water and stuff. Thank you so much, Lady Charisma. Thank you, boo, for 18 months. Thank you. Hutchie is speaking to Erica. I know I'm missing a lot. Thank you for the copyright disclaimer. Anel, Annie Lowe, 18 months. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. Trey said, I was there with Prime. Yes. Annie Lowe said, hey, Glow. Hey, get your mama. Lady Charisma, I appreciate you guys. Mona Lowry said, to your right, the draperies. Oh, these right here? Because it ain't no draperies. I do not have draperies. I haven't seen drapes since the last time I watched the other Loretta Brown, because her clothes and stuff be looking like layers of drapery, but I don't have any drapery in this house. That is a piece of art. Now, I haven't seen drapes. I swear Loretta Brown make her clothes out of draperies. Some of her dresses. I ain't even trying to be funny, but that's all. I've always said that, like, damn, that's a lot of material. It's like drapery. I've always said that, Loretta. So, hate on, child. I know I'll be throwing them slick shots in there. And I've always been like that, child. I always got something to say. All right. And I haven't seen drapery since the last time I watched you, which was like 2-something years ago, child. So, I don't know, Mona. But I don't know if that looked like material or whatever, but it's 2 of them. It's 2 of them. They not draperies though. So maybe that was what you were saying. This is metal. This metal. Yeah, but that's how Loretta's clothes be laying on her. I'll be like, oh, that look like drapery, but it be like flowers and material and pattern and stuff. That should be looking hot. When they went to Peach Daddy funeral, I was like, dang, that's a lot of material. So, child, Patricia says, I'm 74. See, this is why don't nobody like me. All right, and I get it. Okay, I ain't done nothing. All right, shit, I just be saying. All right. So just kind of speeding through the story, and we know the story of the scam. All right. And so when her and Sharita fell out that September, of course, I'm like one of Rita's top 20 people immediately, because I had been left it the pig. I left it the pig sometime in July. Remember, I just gave her $80 the day after Romero's birthday, June 24th, 2 Zelle receipts. Okay. So by July 4th, it was over between me and that bitch. All right. Because the day after I came up out of $80 towards the dues and the scam. All right. You could no longer see my comments in the pig's chat. And I was just as popular in the pig's chat as I am in everybody else's chat currently, except my name used to be Miss Q Cardwell. I've always been class clown, saying all of the slick shit about everybody that we ever ran down while we were over there with the pig. So it was a big deal that the next day she didn't see me. The day after that, she couldn't see me. The day after that, she couldn't see me. 2 weeks went by. All right. Nobody could see. All right. And there were several other people that had just paid the pig that you couldn't see in the chat anymore. Like these were consistent names, like we got to know the mutt names that we got to know. So it was very specific. All right. It's like me coming up in Rita's chat after 3.5 years. It was the same thing. Okay. As soon as I pay you some money, now you don't see my comments no more. That's very unique. It's not to accuse a person right off the rip of scandal, but if you are having a hard time communicating with a person that you have held down for the past 6 months, ever since she was able to get badges and everything else, you would expect a little more from a content creator. Like, bitch, recognize me. Okay. And so it was that. Mona said that baggy lady tried to diss me after I was being nice to her in Florida. Hutchie, I heard. Florida, child. What happened in Florida stays in Florida, I guess. But all that material and smelling like stuff. Hutchie said, it's true, Glow. Dandruff and pee all over the place. I heard she smelled like skin and like a scent inside a car and Cradle Cap. That's what I had named her, Sister Cradle Cap. All them flakes and just skin coming off right here and always like dry edges and just all that material looking like the Grim Reaper, but heavy. You know what I mean? Them legs look like they move like Ultron or something. It's like why all the elders be over here sliding except Ask Granny. Ask Granny can still do the YMCA on you hoes. All y'all other motherfuckers, this how they be walking, y'all. This how they look like they be walking. Like they be looking like their legs be the same size. Motherfuckers be walking. Y'all, I know I got plantar fasciitis and arthritis, but do not let me be sliding in and out the screen like no. Sat your ass. Well, I guess some of them sat and can't get back up. They can't get in the tub. They can't get up off that toilet. They can't do shit. Down in the motherfucking bathtub. How you got elephantitis? You down in the bathtub. She down in the bathtub. Giant lemon head. She in the bathtub. I'm taking her everything back. How she get out the tub? How this big bitch? You know her butt be all up on the goddamn screen. You can see her birthmark and shit. The mole in between there and stuff, all in the see. That's my arm. YouTube, start some shit if you want to on a Wednesday, cause that's my motherfucking armpit, bitch. Okay, I hate you. Just like 8Ball started that video the other day. I hate you, motherfucker. I set you on fire, you bitch. Don't you ever cheat on me with your wife, you raggedy bitch. All them drunks a drunk ain't shit. That 8Ball head ass bitch. I'ma say that one for y'all, but this motherfucker drunk as hell. I hate you, bitch. Don't you ever get no other bitch your dick. I don't care if you is married to her. Bitch. And them goddamn baby shark teeth. That motherfucker got piranha teeth. This long. That motherfucking 8Ball head ass bitch. Arsenio, the motherfucker teeth this little. All her teeth, and they all rocks. They all like little pieces of crackers. And motherfucker teeth like the little thing. She talking all that shit all drunk. I can't stand no motherfucking dog. Bitch, I hate you. I hate you the next time you go up in my motherfucking house after leaving you smelling like white diamonds, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Here come Giant Lemon Head. You talking about my husband being messy. Giant Lemmy Head just jumps in Arsenio 8-ball eyes, piranha teeth head ass motherfucking chat talking about. So you talking about my husband being messy? Somebody in the chat like, 8-ball eyes, Giant Lemmy Head and this bitch, on one. She like reading drunk. The E and J didn't hit her. That bitch on. She drinking E and J or motherfucking Paul Masson and shit drunk. What? What's it like? Giant Lemmy Head, why would you think I was saying that to you? Why would you think I was saying that to you, Giant Lemmy Head? I'm talking about me. I ain't never been married, Giant Lemmy Head. I'm talking about me. Bitch, do your drunk ass, your motherfucking Ghiblis, red cap gin drinking, all y'all motherfuckers smoke Winston's and group home cigarettes and shit. Bitch, did you not hear what you said to the nigga that sounded just like Miss Lindsay did her? Huh? Do you realize that everything that you started off with sounded just like Miss Lindsay? So when she woke up in the drunken stupor and turned to you, because y'all motherfuckers ain't got no content, birds of a feather flock together, so she didn't turn to you after seeing that wasn't none of us. We out spending YouTube money. These bitches on the air drunk. Bean's mom said that was absolutely crazy. Never seen a woman brag and cheating with a married man, but thinks her marriage will be different. Girl, bye. Come on. And did y'all hear to her admit and say, yeah, I was a mutt and all that? I said, we know. Who admits to being a mutt? I said, these motherfuckers right here is crazy. The person that sent me the video made my day. I think my foot was throbbing until the video had fully downloaded. I said, get the fuck out of here. All right, I got to get through tomorrow. Yeah, you described Miss Lindsay to the T. So when that bitch was like, you talking about my husband. You ain't here talking about my husband being messy. 8-ball. You ain't here talking about my husband. It sure sounded like it to me. We ain't gonna let this be no problem. They finna run this up and you being... So she threw a slick shot at the end, said, bitch, don't nobody tell her how to run her motherfucking channel, Giant Lemmy Head, not even you. And why the fuck would you think that in the first place? Yo bitch ass come live 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. Ain't nobody up, bitch. You drink all day and night, take these motherfucking old folks home naps, and you still be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, bitch. You stink. You ain't got nothing done. I know you got them teeth that smell like a motherfucking alcohol or all of this up here, because these supposed to be dentures, even though you can see my clavicle connect to the goddamn roof of the mouth. Because y'all hoes is just so raggedy. Y'all don't be having no teeth. They be little teeth. Y'all be jealous of other people's teeth and watch people's teeth real close and shit. But not your finances, not your drinking, not your T cells, not the important shit. My teeth and if they real or not. Let me see, Patricia, they don't know if they coming. These motherfuckers is very comical. All right, because they ain't shit. All right, of course a drunk misunderstood a fucking drunk. But bitch, drunk bitch number one with the piranha teeth, you described her wiggly man to the T. I thought you was talking about the bitch too. So that's how that stupid, ignorant, honorary bitch took that. You talk about you talk about Lindsay. You talk about Lindsay. I know you talk about Lindsay. Yes, you did. You said the same thing. He was married. He hold around. He like crap. You said the same thing, bitch. So all that drunk shit went on between y'all, and y'all don't think nobody gonna say nothing about it, but your bitch ass, Giant Lemmy Head, comes in my motherfucking chat after that coughing ass motherfucking congestive heart failure, strong face, soccer face head ass motherfucking Bob Marley gray hair, Django chin hair ass bitch. Started all this shit. You take this motherfucking whole side, cheating in the next room. All right. You take this bitch side, come in my motherfucking chat, say, stop it. Can we stop this? The next day you pick on Rita and the motherfucking train, talking about change your train. Well, then when she told you, no, she came out here cool, calm, and collected after literally on the property visiting Bobby. She had no time to answer you because you came less than 12 hours after asking me in my chat to please stop this. And what 12 hours didn't go by because you get drunk all goddamn day and you was up at 6 o'clock in the morning while she is on the road going to see Bobby. She don't respond to you until she's leaving Bobby that afternoon, bitch. And she come on this bitch cool, calm, and collected and tell you, no, I'm not changing my name. She did not give you an explanation why. She just told your bitch ass no, and that I just got done seeing my goddamn son. I ain't thinking about you. I don't know where you woke up with this shit. I know shit. Not yesterday. You was just in 74 chat talking about the fuses she did. Maybe you drunk coming at me talking about some Rita, change your name. Change your name, Rita. That's what I want you to do. Look how you this your tone that day. Rita. They tell me that well, they say you was talking about me when you named the train. You was making fun of me. And I want you to change that name, Rita. They say you was talking about my husband when you named that train. So change your name. All right. And you didn't have any more content that day, and people were like, this bitch drunk. Okay, so we giving you the benefit of the doubt. It's the motherfucking Jen speaking, because you can't afford goose, bitch. Shut it up. All right. Rita gets wind or whatever the fuck the what, because we were still supporters of yours until an hour ago. Okay. When she in the zone, she in the motherfucking zone. Okay. With her family, and her son was in the camp at the time. So you was not you wasn't a factor. All right. And everybody that experienced it, we were about the post. We are the reason that these bitches was hating on me and her money, showing our money to the pig who tried to shut us down, that we wasn't shitting. We was outdoing her and still doing it. To all of y'all now, y'all mad to this day about some shit that y'all caused, y'all started, won't let go, steady losing, big mad, drunk, worse than you was at the time that y'all started y'all bullshit, and then went for the pig too. It didn't work for her, and ain't gonna work for y'all, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And worster is not even in a word. That's how ignorant you motherfucking chiclet teeth head ass drunks is. All right. That's how y'all is. That's how raggedy and all this. I beg to difference. 10-4 instead of tenfold. Pig never said shit right. And you just as ignorant. You are an exact replica of the pig in your dastardliness, because you think it's cool that your wiggly Miss Lindsay, who unalive anybody when he get ready, he's an unaliving motherfucker. I mean, I have never taken one life, let alone two. All right. You just going around unaliving people. Thank you so much, Simply Me, for being the Flower Power member for 12 months. And y'all real problematic and toxic, because that's all y'all got out there in the ether. That's all y'all got coming to you. The more you hate, the worser it gets. It's not gonna go in y'all favor. It never fucking will go in y'all favor. And I told y'all this. You are not gonna get it. I'm not gonna let it slide. Things take time. You know what I mean? But you and others, y'all think y'all could do what y'all want to do to people when you get ready to do it, because you lost. Somebody got the best of you. Somebody outdid you. Somebody looked better than you. Somebody is smarter than you. Somebody is outdoing you. Somebody got their mind better than you, and so forth and so forth. Every single weakling that cannot control their emotions and have to take this idiotic clown route out, fine, I'm here for it. That's all I've ever said. I had one fucking mission. This bitch attacking me because she robbed me. She took my money and I called it out, and she didn't want to hear that. Whose fucking fault is that? It was my $80, Piggy. It was my $200. You died with some more of my money. talking shit that wasn't going to go in your favor. I told your people that you hired and all y'all motherfuckers that helped her and participated and added on and did all this shit. All y'all sick and shut in. All y'all broke. I'm doing better than all y'all. Way better. And go keep on. There's nothing you could do to stop that because God ain't gonna bless no mess in the first place. You put that element out there. You put that energy out there. And it's not conducive to what you need to survive in this world in this day and age. You know what you need as an individual to survive this day and age, this time. All right. And YouTube is not the play. It's just extra. It's extra. It's a hobby. You're supposed to have some je ne sais quoi to yourself. You're supposed to have some techniques, but no. Y'all can't fight. Y'all can't talk. You're illiterate. You're piss poor in the first place. You have a crab in the bucket mentality. You're ignorant. Your parents wasn't shit. You wasn't raised in the church. You don't have any more morals. You don't have no dignity. All right? Pride is a sin. And you got to be able to negate the two. Y'all the ones out here willy-nilly. Y'all the ones got to work harder, not smarter, because you ain't smart. You don't know what the fuck to do with yourself. So you hate. All right? Can't never say nothing good. Ain't never got nothing good to say. When it come down to over here in this little fucked up, trash-ass, boring-ass motherfucking sector, y'all don't have nothing to offer that. You can't even switch it up a little bit. Y'all insecure, y'all inapt, ignorant as the fuck. Selfish, self-centered, narcissistic, illiterate, messy, deviant. Y'all think y'all slick. Nope, not clever or nothing. Y'all stupid. Very, very stupid. Because you could tell that you ain't shit out there. Let alone if you ain't shit face to face on here and you hoes gotta hide behind that motherfucking black screen 90% of the motherfucking time. All right. Just because y'all don't get what y'all want, man, we see Rita all of the time. If you ain't down with the train, you ain't down with the facts. That's your fucking problem. We see Rita all the time. Rita is live all the time on Facebook. All right. We know how TP look. We know how Nard look. We know how Shonda look. It's security over here. Rita just won't give y'all what y'all want because you already have this stigmatism in y'all head, and that's what's keeping you afloat. To keep the aggregate going on for 3+ years that woman lived in a blue barn, that is on you. That is on you because, I mean, for the past 1.5 years alone, she has displayed time and time again different. All right. So that ain't good enough for y'all. So now she got to live off her kids. She living with Bobby. She living with Kylie. She living with that. None of that is true. And you still not satisfied. But in her real life, the people that fuck with her for real, we see her when they back in Franklin cutting down the trees on the land. We go to all Bryson's, both his houses in both states, Alabama and both Texas. All right. Kaylon. All right, his car, Kylie and her house and everything and they businesses that they got going on. The people that fuck with Rita, we know the facts. Y'all don't. Y'all ain't put in on this. Y'all not invested in Rita. Y'all don't like Rita. Y'all don't give a fuck about her. So why should y'all know her business? Why should she prove anything to you about who she is, what she got, what she don't got, what was her sentence, what's Bobby's sentence and all this other type of stuff? That's not what we talking about. But that's what y'all won't let it go. Y'all never did see that girl in jail. Only them 6 hours that day. She ain't been to jail now for no Miss Mitzi, not for a fuck thing. Bobby did not go to jail for what he said, what y'all put out here on him. All right, Lil Ronnie is not in jail. Giant Lemonhead, you was just doxing my son February of this year with the hairy one. And the turtle people and all this stuff. Those people flocked to you the minute that the pig passed away. The pig been gone since November the 4th on shit that we already knew. I told the bitch the money was blood money and she wasn't gonna make it up out this year. That's not putting death on the fucking pig. That's telling her what it is. She wasn't at her rate. She wouldn't do shit to save herself. If somebody telling me that I ain't gonna make it out of the year, I am so defiant on that. I love a motherfucker to challenge me and test me like that. Bitch, I would live for another 30 years if I wanted to live that old. I really don't want to live past 80 technically. But God is the type of person with me, I'll be here 107. Okay, looking like this. All right, because I know what to do. Ain't that right, Vanessa Dokes, been a Flower Power member for 15 months, said amen 74. Tell them, sweetie, I'm just saying. All right. Let's not play this game that 74 started it with these people. It's not true. The pig sought me out year over year. 3 months didn't go by out of any given year since 2022 where the pig was like something about finding 74 and everything about her. All right. Everything about me, anything, you know what I mean? So I've been ready. When I came out with my page October the 24th, I already knew what I was dealing with. I was willing to deal with it even as a subscriber because I knew my words got to the bitch. Okay? My words got to the bitch. Okay. And all I ever said was what it was to confirm that it was a scam. She changed the rules every 2 days. She got caught lying every single day since she got questioned about the monies of the scam of 2022. She was in defense mode. That haughty, she was the educated social worker from Brentwood, where she loved to confuse the audience between O.J. Simpson, Brentwood, down by Hollywood in Beverly Hills, California, versus Northern California, way up there in the boonies, Brentwood, where everybody else live in Richmond, Hercules, and surrounding areas, Vallejo, the hood. She had this property in Northern California, Brentwood, which was a Section A house. She hit a lick. That's why she never left after 20 years. It'll be 20 years next fucking December that she was in that house. A certain record only went back so far. Thank you, Miss Mona Lowry, for the $5 super chat, my love. So all I'm saying is, fast forward past everything. The pig just mad because I never stopped calling her out on what a thief she was. And I watched her lie to these audience month after month after month after month. And that has been content. And when I became a content creator, she became my fucking content, period. Okay? Pig was my fucking content. She couldn't fight, so she called herself having her daughters jump in. They can't fuck with me after everything that they came out here and confirmed for me. Cause what the hairy monster say one day, she was a clairvoyant bitch. I saw right through your family. I knew your mama was mean. I knew she was a mean foster parent. I knew all of that because I have been there. I have seen so many of these scenes in all of my life. And I've learned a lot of lessons dealing with people. A lot of lessons dealing with this world. And you can't just get anything by me. You can't. And I set your mammy up by purposely donating to that goddamn scam and paying them Christmas dues. There's proof of that. All right. So much proof. Okay. This turtle, Mona said, you kept the pressure, shining the light, roaches scramble when the light turned on. That's it. All I was just saying, these bitches can't take words. They have nothing to say. And then I'm not no stupid ass rock. These hoes is dumb as a rock, and I'm not nothing to fuck with, and I'm kind of cute. All right. I know my capabilities. I know who I am and what I'm capable of. And like I tell Prime all the time, bro, I appreciate you to the max because if it wasn't for you, they had no choice because they go always try to put some lame strike on my channel. Fuck with this channel. Look at the lies the cartoon character gotta keep saying that she ain't doing shit. She can't fuck with me either. All right. But look how the turtle went out, y'all. And they came out here, Pissy came out here saying I was lying to the people, that I was coming up with fake lawsuits and all this other type of stuff. These the same lawsuits that I show Pissy's group. And these are recent cashier's check for the amount that it takes to take this case to this particular court. All right, and it's 3 packets of these, mine, Romero's, and Earl. All right, because attorney Agnes, it's y'all turn. Y'all up next. You hoes is up next, and y'all on deck. This is what you wanted. This is what you was rushing for all last year, trying to distract me from this mutt. This low down dirty mutt that did the absolute most. All right. Hey, Miss Ruby. Let me see what Prime said. Yeah, I owe Prime so much. I give him so many props because of his understanding and his experience of some of the same characters, some of the same players. All right. And I'm a fighter. I'm very competitive. I mean what I say. I'm vindictive. All right. I ain't satisfied. I ain't satisfied. I gotta be the first and the last, the alpha and omega. I don't give a fuck who you is or what the situation is. You put that out there and you come at me with that, I'ma give you a run for your money. I'ma give you some work. And you ain't gonna be ready. That's what I told these people. Put a 1 in the chat if I told them. Put a 1 in the chat if my first live is telling the pig how this is going to go, because you got me here now. I'm literally on live, about to start this YouTube channel. Put a 1 in the chat if I've never switched up on what my mission was and is currently. Where did I switch up? Where did I switch sides? Where did I lie? Where did I betray anybody? I stuck to this motherfucking strip. I stuck to my motherfucking gun. These motherfuckers couldn't hang. And now we here. But it's mighty funny that everybody on the best side, every fucking thing that we have said has come to pass. We have never been caught slipping, tripping, drunk, high, caught up, scamming in no way, type, or form. Where's the receipts? Where's the evidence? Where's the happenings? It's been the complete opposite this entire time. And here 74 has been on the scene for 20 months. It'll be 24 months, 2 years this October. 2 years went by just that fast. And look where all of the characters are in these scenes currently. Make it make sense. Make it make sense why Pissy is stuck in these scenes. This character, the cartoon character, Giant Lemon Head. Crazy work. Crazy work. And these people, this is the entertainment that they want. How's they making money off of content on child essay, on alcoholism, unaliving relatives, all kind of stuff. Giant Lemonhead think it's cool and cute that Mrs. Lindsay unalived 2 people unjustifiably and only served 30 days in jail. The pig think it was okay for her kids to go back over to the people's house after her son was home safe, call her other son out of his comfort zone in his pajamas to go over and entice violence over to a birthday party where she lost one son, and her son might as well be lost mentally. Because what kind of conscience do Jew Powder and Miss Lindsay have where they could go around and unalive a person unjustifiably and be cool in the ether? How could Jew Powder and Mr. Noodle enjoy a deck like that? A loving environment, a family and union and legacy. What legacy is the cartoon character leaving behind anybody? We don't know her to be a family woman. We don't know her to be a family, a cooker. She likes dumb shit like coffee after 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, donuts, drugs, coochie. All right. She running around, her lovers, she go on their purse and get a copy of their driver's license and save their coochie pictures and spread them all over. All right. I can't name 2 niggas that's never did that to me. I ain't never fuck with a nigga that's gonna show my coochie to somebody else and have a picture of my driver's license and social security number and on God. Everybody that's betrayed me is either dead or broke. I swear to God. Okay. So I just be sitting back observing. All right. What legacy did the pig leave behind for the scammer twins? What legacy would Agnes leave behind? She ain't even got whole eyes. So how she go create a legacy? All right. How somebody with a bullseye around their mouth saying enter here, what kind of legacy is she leaving for Shaba? And she smiled like this. I am smiling. What kind of legacy are these troll pages? We don't know these people. Never seen their face. We don't see their reels. We don't see them celebrating. Nothing. They ain't no Shalonda. They ain't no Shonda. They ain't no TP. They ain't no 74. They ain't no Sharita. They never was. But sat back in secret competition, envy, hatred, jealousy, and will do anything for some YouTube money. Copyright disclaimer under Copyright Act of 1976. This material is used for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching scholarships, news reporting, and research. Thank you. Get your mama. I just be saying, y'all. So everybody that's mostly over on the train, put a 1 in the chat if y'all know what we organized back in March, so we can get this Indiana case underway. All right. Went on down there, just as I said, and won. All right. Let me read y'all what happened over in court. Plaintiff me appears in person. Defendant her fails to appear with the services shown. So that line is saying that she was served properly. It's been duly noted and documented, and she still didn't show up for court. Mind you, the turtle had a fake TPO on me that she tried to get on me 4 months earlier, where we have the video where another content creator called my phone mad that night that the turtle had tried to infiltrate the day before the trial and call down there and impersonate me and change the contact information on how the court was going to call me the next day for the temporary protection order that she was fraudulently trying to place onto me after she had done a plethora of things since April of the prior year. April the 17th is when she started on me exactly, and it perpetuated all the way until they knew it was real. All right, which is the video where I'm playing where the pig then wouldn't help her. They said you on your own. This bitch then went down there for real and filed a case on you. We don't want nothing to do with it. The turtle said, y'all the ones who hired me to do it. You wanted me to do this to that girl because of A, B, and C. You said she and Rita called your house and got your house swatted the year before, even though it's documented that your son beat a woman, got pulled over, had a pistol in his lap, was high off of something more than marijuana on the exact same day that the house was swatted, allegedly. All right. Unless I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing because it don't matter. It don't matter because y'all house of cards have fallen and them bitches is in flame. Y'all dropping like flies and y'all getting worser and worser every day. Y'all getting uglier every day. Y'all getting more and more unhealthy. Whatchamacallit said, Mona Lowry said, I remember she switched it to Earl's phone number. She switched it to motherfucking Earl's phone number so I could miss the goddamn Zoom call. Because we was just doing the TPO. I contested it. And I filed a motion to the court that not only should I be rewarded a motherfucking TPO, but I'm suing this bitch. I'm sick of this motherfucking family. It's her mama, who I think is her mama, and her two sisters. Your Honor, please hear my case about something else. No matter what, I feel like I should have a right to contest this and stand up for myself before the courts regarding this fraudulent TPO. So I'm asking for a Zoom phone call to be able to participate because I live in the state of Colorado. All right. And they allowed that. So we had an appointment for me to contest this fake ass motherfucking TPO, because bitch, you got your motherfucking nerves. How you gonna get a motherfucking TPO on me or ask for a TPO on me June the 10th of that year when you've been fucking with me since April the 17th of the year? April, May, June. Shut your mouth and your ass. I'll be there. Bitch didn't show up for that. All right. So TPO thrown out. But since you think you slick, since you think you clever, and you think you're smart, when you're not, it's the complete opposite, documented publicly. We know what your problem is. And that's why I don't fuck with you. That's why I didn't argue with you. That's why I didn't do back and forth with you on here, because you're a mutt. All right. You could never have done the work. You wouldn't have never walked the walk that I've been through. Giant Lemon Head, you wasn't this savvy on the J. All right. At this age, you had given up by the time you were about to turn 52. You let yourself go. You had turned into a giant lemon pickle because you've been a motherfucking lush. All right. I ain't got to drink this. I don't have to even get high. All right. It's very few things that can take me down. Certain strains have me lit, but I'm not addicted to a fuck thing, but except making sure we go be all right. All right. That's what I'm addicted to. Proving the devil wrong. All right. I will never live in poverty again. I will work until I just can't. And I'm still going to get money because I put in on it, man. My 401k is through the roof. I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to eat what I want and go what I want and ride what I ride and do. I just want what I want. All right. But it's a time and a place for everything. I sacrificed these past 2 weeks, broke as hell. I literally had to, since Rita want to be telling our business and stuff last week. All right. I borrowed some money from Rita. And I'm just now giving it back to her yesterday. All right. But it be like that. And so it was time to focus anyway. It's my second week back at work and it's time to focus. And I did. And I did work this week with a champ. I did everything I was supposed to do. Everything that I think that could help, I did that for myself. I didn't come over here and beg the internet for some goddamn feet gloves. All right, when I wanted to change the living room, since everybody was harping on the goddamn blue jean couch, when I wanted to change this look so y'all dusty hoes could shut the fuck up because y'all ain't doing no better than me. Y'all don't own shit. At least my $2,500 rent is paid on time, if not earlier, every month. And I can afford everything that gets delivered to my house every motherfucking day, bitch. I can fill this refrigerator up without a motherfucking food stamp because I work. And I make a lot of money doing what I'm doing. Earl make a lot of money. He's very accredited for his career field. All right. We win the trips all the motherfucking time. That's how you show that you got a job. Y'all said that Earl was a janitor. Y'all said that I was on my knees for this, all the men in this house, including my son. Y'all said I had lupus. Y'all said I didn't work no more. Y'all said Willie didn't work. Willie sleep in the bathtub with the same clothes on yesterday. And Willie outdress every single one of you motherfuckers. All right. The shoe game in this house, y'all ain't seen that much money in years. All right. Y'all know about shoe hustle online? selling shoes on eBay and stuff, buying a 1,000 pair of Jordans and turning around and flipping them shits for $2,500. You don't know nothing about that. You don't be having no $2,500 shoe. You ain't never had no real Balenciagas. You had the giant Lemonagas. Y'all motherfucking drunk skeezers. And y'all get mad because a motherfucker know how to turn 2 into 4 and 4 into 8 and 8 into 16. Bitches, you stupid in this economy? Is you gonna make it? You cool? You know what you doing in natural disaster tonight, bitch? Do you see what's going on in the Middle East? Do you see number 47? How haughty he is, acting like Giant Lemon Head and the Pig. They bad. They bad. Y'all the most outlaws, y'all are bang banging motherfucking minute. Y'all dead. Y'all people dead. Y'all people overdosing. You the ones with the low T cells. Y'all the ones with the bad coughs. Y'all the ones with the never-ending rash. I heard of the never-ending stories, but spots for miles and miles and miles. You got spots in your armpit, bitch. Huh? You got a spot behind your ear. And you talking about overdressing the YouTube, bitch? Put some clothes on them spots. All right, get you a little $5 Temu shirt, girl, and make sure it cover up every motherfucking spot. You got spots on your teeth. Y'all be on here talking shit. You got a whole nigga growing out your neck. I'ma make that nigga out your neck. I'ma get you, bitch. I'ma get you, you double-headed friend. I'ma get you. Just on general principle, bitch. I got this whole thing that y'all know I used to make the pig sore, her hole in her leg. How y'all think I'm finna grow a nigga out my neck? How y'all think I'm about to put that goiter? Now I'm like, mama, I'm right here. I'm looking for my son. He out there on meth in these Florida streets. Mama, you don't hear me back here slurring my speech, mama? You got my son, mama? You got my son? He fruity, ain't he, mama? I knew that nigga was gonna be a fruit potter magician. Little buttery ass nigga. May I eat his ass up and she like 3 years young. He like May me mop that little fruit potter magician head ass little boy. But let me finish reading y'all this docket, child. Entertainment purposes. So I don't think any names is showing right here. But it says the plaintiff initiated this litigation July of 2025. Mind you, she started fucking with my family April of 2025. All right. Seeking judgment against the defendant for $10,000. Okay. So I sue her just like I told y'all. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. All right. So the trial on small claims action is informal with the sole objection of dispensing a speedy justice between the parties according to the rules of substantive law. Nevertheless, the parties in small claims court bear the same burden of proof as they would in a regular civil action on the same issues. So when you accuse somebody something civilly, you have the burden of proof to prove that this person violated you one way or the other. And whether it be relaxation or evidentiary, okay, when you take a person to small claims court and you're asking for monetary money, not only do you have to prove why you would ask for $10,000 plus court costs, but you have to prove civilly what laws this person violated you to bring you to. That's evidentiary. All right. And relaxation is receipts. Okay. So this verdict is important on so many facets, y'all. And the main purpose of this verdict is not only for the money, because we know that the turtle is a piss poor, mentally ill person, all right, on the internet, very harassing, just vile in every sense of the word as an internet bully. Okay. And so money was never the issue. We know she lost custody of her children, so forth and so forth and so forth. Let me see something here. Okay, let me make sure all the chat is in here. All right, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This material is used for comments, news reporting, teaching scholarships, news reporting, and research. So, all in all, they deflected. They tried to come out here and say that I was a liar. The turtle came out here so many times, just wouldn't stop, always in her sister's chat. Both the big back, dirty back, and the hairy one, even Piggy's her last weeks on the air. She just wouldn't stop. Even up until 3 weeks ago, I had to call down to Indiana and motion the court to submit even further evidence of this clown because she just, her state of mental incapacitation wouldn't allow her to let this go. It's the same thing being drunk and inebriated every single motherfucking day. There's nothing anybody can do about Giant Lemonhead. She will pass away at this state. It will be sad. It will be terrible, just like the pig. Same mentality, same gut bucket mentality, straight up ignorance. All right, and entitlement. And the love of money is the root of all evil, not the money. What you will do for some money and what people will do for money. Look at these people. Look at all of them. Look what Pissy will do for some money. All right, she ain't got no content worth of shit. That bitch ain't shit. You talking about a lion ass, dog head ass motherfucking snake. And this bitch mad because something is struck on her motherfucking page and she can't go live for a week, not making money for a week. But bitch, you didn't make money no way. You weak just like your auntie Cynthia. All right, gotta delete your videos. Y'all ain't making money on private and videos. If you only went live and as soon as you get off your motherfucking live after a motherfucking hour live for a super sticker, super cash, all this stuff came in, money came in, and you got to put the bitch on private because you know that you broke every guideline and could be struck. That video is paused on exactly what you made in that moment. That $40 in super stickers, super chats, and jewels and shit. That's all you gonna make for that video. That ain't no goddamn money. Y'all out there acting like y'all some ballers and shy callers. Never been able to keep with no 5,700. Never been able to keep not even close to no $6,000 check. Y'all ain't nowhere near 1,000. Nar making more than y'all hoes because he know how to hold the audience. He got more support than y'all. And he just as wet behind the ears as me. That nigga outran me on subscriptions. That ain't the point though, is it? It's the love and the support. It's the support. It's the loyalty. And y'all over there with y'all fake friendships, paying both sides of the fence. Y'all been doing this the whole time, flipping, flopping from side to side. All right. Now that we gassing Axe Granny up, she got condos living. Y'all let us just move in rent free in y'all heads. And it's like cakewalk work. When we feel like handing you y'all asses, we will come out here and do so. We don't have to respond to y'all. Y'all be y'all got a lot of problems. All right. It's if it ain't one mutt, it's another. All right. I'm sounding like motherfucking just like, girl, the amount of strength and inertia that it take up to keep up with that, and you already got a goiter or a nigra. I don't know what it is. You're turning into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. All right, y'all got problems. But no, you just got to insert yourself, want to be included at the cool kids club. Ugh, y'all just so insecure. Y'all ugly. Y'all can't cook. Y'all be stanking. Y'all don't bathe. Y'all don't do nothing right. Always talking shit. Always talking about somebody else's teeth. You cannot talk about nobody's teeth and you got a little boy in one and a fan in the other. All right. You can't talk about nobody overdressing for YouTube, cheap clothes, cheap wigs. Where yours? Where's y'all's? Where's y'all? When do y'all switch it up? Huh? Where y'all jewelry? Fake or not? Remember Pissy went to the mall and went to all the little 25-cent machine making fun of Loretta and all her truck jewelry, her rings. Remember Pissy had went to the small mall and bought all them goddamn bubblegum drop rings trying to throw shade at Loretta. Huh? This how Pissy be being messy. See how I'm saying that? Loretta, remember that time she went to the mall trying to be you, trying to be Mr. T? These hoes ain't shit. These hoes ain't loyal either. This motherfucker had 99 motherfucking gold ring on the wall trying to be Loretta and shit. But we're yours, bitch. You still rocking some of them rings from 2 summers ago. 3 now. 3 summers ago. You still be rocking yours because 74 be having that ruby on her hand. It always the end of it be me or Rita. That's crazy. All right. The reason why y'all will never be our end all be all, bitch, I put seasoning on my y'all the most boiling chicken white. Y'all what y'all do to y'all food and y'all dishes, and it don't even be looking like that's what God created that for. You know what I mean? Because he be creating anything too when y'all motherfuckers appear and shit. Hello, 74 Minds in chat. Who did your tats? Because they look good on your skin. My homeboy Jeezy back in Flint, we let him practice on us. He the man now. He got his own shop and everything. He out here in Washington State. But when Jeezy started up, all of Flint let Jeezy write on them. Flint and Detroit, we the tattoo capital of this nation, you know what I mean? And motherfuckers in the hood, they do 300-400 and shit like that. Child, I got tattoos everywhere. But Jeezy got a steady hand. My little signets right here, I used to didn't like it, so we put the crown in it. And I was supposed to add on all of this right here. I was supposed to make all this right here. Just all this right here, but we moved to Colorado. Yep, everybody is tatted up in Michigan. Yep, it's a thing. And I just let him do a little 300-400. Now, my girl Nevaeh out here, Heaven, she live in Greeley. That's my home girl I used to work with. She used to work with us. She comes to the house and tat. So I'll be having like tattoo parties and stuff like y'all see me. I believe my 49th or 50th birthday, I had a tattoo party. And we are all the girls and stuff. We just got little tats, little butterflies and hearts on the ankle and stuff like that. Tattoos are cool. All right. So when it came down to this case, I've learned a learning curve, and I'm going to use it against the scammer twins. Now, this just came in the mail yesterday, so I came home, and this was from California today. See, that's the post address stamp to me from California, and this is one of the cases. So, in this California case right here, and it's just one of us. Something has to be redone because they missed a couple of pages. All right. Page 5 and 6 has to be done for this person to move this situation forward. And the California court sent this to us to complete these tasks right here and send it back in. So I came home to this morning, today, Wednesday, right? So God is good. And this is how I'm protected, y'all. This is how I know I don't lose. I never will. Not to the likes of these type of people, okay? Listen, y'all. This was on my side of the bed this morning when I got home from work. Earl had already made up the bed because while I'm coming home, he's leaving out. And this packet was in the mail addressed to me yesterday, y'all. And let me show y'all the postage stamp. I'm gonna show y'all 2 things. See how this came all the way from California back on July 7, 2026. Put a 1 in the chat if you could see this came to me. All right, this came to me on They mailed it out on the 7th. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see this. All right. Can y'all see that this came from California, USA? Can y'all see that? This came from California and they mailed it out July 7th to me. All right. Now, I just got the verdict yesterday, the 90th day to the fact. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember me telling you that everybody witnessed me going to the court in Indiana. We got there. I was live. I explained to y'all that, oh my God, we can't take our cell phones into this court. So remember me finding a law office near the court that I was going into in Indiana, and I had to leave my book bag, my laptop, and all of my electronics, including my phone, at a law firm, a receptionist at the law firm, because it wasn't nowhere for me to put, because I'm in Indiana in the Uber, because as soon as this court case is done, I'm going straight to the airport, because I only spent one night in Indiana, and that was to get up and go to this court case the next day, right? Everybody know what's up. So I did that. And so when I got down to the courthouse, there was this huge poster on the door that said no cell phones. All right. And I had USB and I had my laptop. Remember my Louis Vuitton briefcase that I'm customizing on my own, still working on today. Got some material the other day to do some of the buckles on my Louis Vuitton briefcase that I'm building, that I'm going to sue the scammer twin to you, child. All right. I'll be on it. Okay. So I see nothing but one. So y'all, we know, you know what I mean? So why did I get all the way there and I couldn't have some of the evidence? So that's where we are, right? So this came today from California. We got to redo some stuff. And it's God, y'all. And I'm finna tell y'all why this is God. That this is literally the California. This is the scammer twins. All right. This is one of us. We missed a couple of pages. Page 5 and 6 in California said, get this done and send this back to us. This is just one of us, okay? This was here this morning. And yesterday, the verdict came. But yesterday was my last day at work, so we couldn't talk until today. So that's what this live is about. All right, and read what the verdict says, because I sued the turtle for $10,000 plus all of my expenses, my flight, the hotel, the court costs. So it should have been $13,000. And remember, I was telling her I got $13,000 in your ass. And that's because I knew that I had won this case and I knew what I had requested of this case. But the only thing is, Indiana is behind in verdicts for civil cases. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember me explaining that to you guys while I was stranded. Our flight got delayed in Indiana, and I was there 2.5 extra hours. Remember that flight delay? And I told you guys what happened over at court, and that I won the case. It's just going to take 90 days to get the verdict, and that I needed the verdict right away, because that is what all of my efforts are about. It's because I'm about to take this bitch YouTube page forever, just on general principle, for going as far as she did for the pig. All right. And that as soon as I'm done with this, I'm immediately suing the pig and her 2 daughters. But the pig passed away. Put a 1 in the chat if I said anything different, or if I'm over exaggerating, or if I'm leaving anything out. All right. So let me explain this. Okay, I'm getting somewhere with this, and I'm going to try to shorten this up, because we already up to 1 hour and 52 minutes, but I appreciate you guys for sticking around. It's been the same amount of people in here this whole time, and I know that Nard is going to be wanting to get on before it gets too late, you guys. So let me explain this to y'all. The plaintiff initiated a litigation on July of 2025, seeking a judgment against the defendant for $10,000 plus court costs. The trial on small claims actions is informal, with the sole objective of dispensing speedy justice between the parties according to the rules of substantive law. Nevertheless, Parties in small claims court bear the same burden of proof in regular civil actions on the same issues. While the method of proof may be informal, the relaxation of evidentiary rules is not the equivalent of relaxation and the burden of proof. Okay? So me accusing her of cyber stalking, bullying, harassment, and all that is one thing. But asking the court to give me $10,000 because of all her bullying, harassment, and all this are two different things. You have to show the burden of proof on both. Okay, one does not negate the other. Evidentiary does not negate relaxation. All right. And there are rules and definition regarding the two, but it's the same thing as what I'm explaining. Okay. While the method of proof is informal, all right, which is screenshots, video recording, your evidence, okay? The relaxation of evidentiary rules is not the equivalent of relaxation. Relaxation is receipts, okay, of the burden of proof. It is incumbent upon parties who bears the burden of proof to demonstrate that is entitled to the recovery sought. So I'm asking the state of Indiana to give me $13,000 for the amount of torture that this perpetrator did cause to my family. It's evident, okay? And this judge came up with this determination based on this case called LTL Truck Service LLC versus Safeguard Incorporated, and it gives the court case and number. And this is what you call case citing. This is what, if the attorney if the failed attorney really practiced law, she would have a number of differentiate her explanation on how she can describe when an employer has been discriminatory against you. It's one thing to work for a company and you are treated differently because of your demographics, your sex, your creed, any type of origin, your race, or whatever. There are laws to protect people from being handicapped at Walmart and all these different places. So employers are not generally going around being discriminatory, especially in a setting of a commonality such as the public defender's office at your local city courts. All right. In your town where you live right here, right now, it may be some racial tension between colleagues and co-workers, but in certain fields it's rare. Now these are lawyers, okay? And why would lawyers break the law on something so substantiating as race? All right, why would a law firm demographically and ethnically diverse as a California public defender's office where there are Arabians, Asians, blacks, Asian Indians, a plethora of races and multiple black employees, but one person out of all of the system is being picked on because she's a black woman, but there are multiple black women in the same vicinity and other races of women in the same setting. All right. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, material is used for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. So this judge compared this truck service versus another entity that where the difference between evidentiary and relaxation wasn't proven. And I will explain this because I asked them for $10,000. So she used this as an example to show me on how the court system determine when you take these civil cases, how do they determine what you get out of it? You must prove the burden. The burden of proof is on the person who initiated the lawsuit. You must prove the harassment, cyberbullying, and all this other type of stuff. And you must prove why you seek this amount. All right. Not just because it's the maximum of that state, you got to have receipts. And I'm in this case between this truck service and Safeguard, what had happened was the LTL Truck Service LLC is saying that the Safeguard people owe them. Okay, so the LTL Truck Services, they were a company that fixed these big Mack trucks, the 16 wheelers and stuff that you see on the expressways and stuff like that. This LTL Truck Service, they fix those trucks, all right? And we know that trucking services are big business. LTL claims that Safeguard owed them $17,000 in unpaid repairs on different services that they performed for the Safeguard company and the repairs of their truck line. And so what the LTL Truck Services did, they say that they were owed $17,000 from this company, but in small claim court, they filed 8 different small claims cases against Safeguard that were under or minimum the amount of where this case was held at. So say the case happened here in Colorado and the maximum you could sue for in civil court is $10,000 here, right? That's just an example. And so they're saying that Safeguard owed them $17,000 in repairs that they never paid for. LTL Truck Services did 8 different claims adding up to $17,000, right? Instead of one big case or 2 cases, one for 10,000, which is the maximum, and one for 7,000, which is under the maximum, or split them. All right. So they filed 8 different ones, but they didn't have receipts for each claim. You know what I mean? They just put it all in one pot. So that's why this judge put this case in here to give a correlation as to what relaxation and evidentiary means. Okay. See how much we learned in one day, but you got a dingbat of a failed attorney with 2 different licenses in 2 different states, and this bitch carry herself the way that she carry herself. Do y'all get what I'm saying? When y'all get where I'm coming to? All right. The plaintiff has the burden of proving her claim by either the greater weight of evidence. You got to prove both sides. Okay, you proven that you're being cyberbullied, harassed, stalked, and all this other type of stuff. But why do you need $10,000 for that? Did you seek mental help? Were you out of work? Blase, splee. You know where we're going. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all still actively here. The chat is like frozen on the copyright disclaimer. Y'all let me know that y'all still here, engaging and listening. If somebody live, let me know and we can do a part 2 because we are at the 2-hour mark. Melanie here, Terry here. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to speed it up. All right. Plaintiff has the burden of proving her claim by greater weight of the evidence. Plaintiff currently resides in Colorado. Plaintiff testified that the defendant filed a protection order against her, which was dismissed after the defendant failed to show up in court. All right. The plaintiff testified, I'm the plaintiff, that the defendant, the turtle, also falsely reported the use of drugs to the plaintiff's employer on at least 9 occasions, resulting in multiple negative drug tests. Now, line 7 right here is a miss of information because, like I told y'all, the turtle didn't show up and I ended up having more than my half hour, which we both would have been allotted a half hour, me accusing the turtle of all that I have accused her of and her rebuttaling and defending herself and saying different. All right. But she wasn't there. So I got 20 minutes of her 30 minutes and I ended up telling the judge my side of things an entire 50 minutes. There was just the A and B conversation and the court reporter was in the room somewhere doing her little stuff. You know what I mean? So I got the upper hand on that, but she's It was a plethora of information, and I had to lay it on thick because I couldn't take my phone in there, which is a big thing. All right. My phone plays a big part on what I was awarded in the end because of the rules of evidentiary and relaxation. All right. Point 7. Point 8, the plaintiff testified that in April of 2025, the defendant falsely informed local law enforcement in Colorado of drug use and kidnapping at the plaintiff's residence, which resulted in the local law enforcement responding to the plaintiff's residence. All right. Which resulted in law enforcement responding to the plaintiff's residence. Plaintiff testified that the defendant has a pending criminal charge in Colorado related to the defendant false informing with intent to harm the plaintiff, also known as swatting. Plaintiff presented evidence that following the swatting, defendant posted the following statements on social media. And this was when they swatted the house, and the pig stupid ass did a live, and they admitted everything they were doing. This is the defendant in one of the screenshots that was submitted to court because I couldn't have my phone, where the turtle said, "That's just round one." Now, this is the pig's chat. "That's just round one. She ain't seen round two yet, LOL." Somebody in her chat, and she said, "Oh, I'm cracking up. I said Selena was missing," making a joke out of saying that Romero had kidnapped Selena and Mariana. And her and the piggy and Agnes, they all talking. That's not her legal binding name, so she can go to hell. Okay, nothing happened with this. This is for entertainment purposes, covered under the Copyright Act of 1976, where this portion of entertainment can be used for criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Boom, bam, pow. Somebody said no, Day. I called them. It was the turtle admitting to this. All right, let me show y'all something else so y'all know it's real, because they always saying we lying, we always catching them in lies. Let me show y'all something really, really quick, because all right, that's from the California Attorney General. Me and Prime was looking for that yesterday. Cause No and Agnes, y'all next. Y'all next, hoes. This what y'all wanted. And I thought y'all big dusty dookie ball head asses was gonna come right back out here activated after y'all got y'all mama in the jar. All right, it's 2 months today. Y'all had y'all fake memorial on June 22nd. Where is the pig's death notification? How come the U.S. government don't have nobody by that name passing away May 31st of this year? All right, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Here go the courts notifying me on yesterday, the 21st, of their findings. All right. So on this portion right here, I'm downloading it. Let me see. So this is the same thing here, but I wanted y'all to understand once we get to the bottom on something, okay? So it says, based upon the evidence, plaintiff has met her burden of proof to demonstrate that the defendant intentionally and with malice falsely accused the plaintiff of crimes with the intent to send local enforcement to the plaintiff's residence and physically and emotionally harm the plaintiff. All right, there's proof of that. I demonstrated that. The plaintiff, me, demonstrated that the defendant's unreasonable actions, including false informing, reasonably caused the plaintiff emotional distress. The plaintiff further demonstrated that the defendant's actions have negatively impacted her mental health. Based upon the facts and the circumstances of this case, the court finds reasonable damage resulting in the defendant's intentional infliction of emotional distress are $1,000. All right. The court, having heard evidence and weighing the credibility of the parties, finds the judgment in favor of the plaintiff, me, against the defendant, her, in the amount of $1,000 plus the court costs. All right. So it's going to end up being like $1,300 because that's how much the court costs come. I couldn't show my receipts that we know about in Rita Groups about the flight. All that was in my phone. All the YouTube striking and carrying on was in my phone. All right. Let me see. Let me see something in this case over against this Harry one. Let me see if this motion is in here. Put a one in the chat if you've heard me over the months tell the pig and her spawn that they are included in this docket against the turtle because they were all in on it together. All right. And when I come, I'm coming for the Brentwood Bloods as a whole. Put a one in the chat if you've ever heard me tell the Big Back Dirty Back and her sister recently this year within the last 90 days that as soon as I get the verdict on their sister, the turtle, Prime and I are going to. You going to the store, babe? Can you bring me a lemonade? Icy one. Prime and I are going to contact YouTube Legal and we're going to turn this judgment in where clearly I specifically sued a person for cyberbullying me, stalking me, harassing my family, nearly causing an Amber Alert, which is a federal offense here in Colorado at her level of mentality, all right, which is documented, super duper psycho. All right, she's in trouble with Colorado. That's between her and this state. Is she keeping up with what she's supposed to do? No, she ducking and diving. And that's part of the reason why I had to fight for my rights with Colorado because they'll just be like, this can wait. Because that's a crazy bitch anyway, and you ain't gonna get no money out of her. That's you saying that. But it's principalities for me. I'll go to the end of the world about me and mine. And so I don't know why a failed attorney wouldn't think that I wouldn't contact the Department of Justice on her bitch ass. Y'all see this June 6th to the California Department of Justice on this bitch? Okay. Do y'all see this court summary on what she's going to be sued for? All right. The defendant at this court, whatever. Let me show y'all some of the laws that she broke. Humiliation, public ridicule, Penal Code 653.2 PC. Do your homework, bitch. We know you don't do no goddamn work. You broke Penal Code Section 653.2 PC. You broke Penal Code 646.9. You broke Penal Code 8532A. You broke penal code because you broke a lot of Romero's civil liberties, girl, his civil rights and his privacy, bitch. Because you couldn't fight. Your mama couldn't handle me, bitch. I don't know what you was thinking. I told you to wait. I told you to wait, and you don't want to do the work. We've been knew this about you. You a lazy slug, and you don't want to do the work. Okay? And I told y'all that I'm going to use your sister's verdict against all y'all hoes. Renee, if you want it, batter up, bitch. I'm so ready for you. I want you so bad because I think that you are a maniac that I would love to destroy. Fuck with me if you want to, bitch. I got plenty of time. Hence, I'm here for it. Y'all can dish it out, but you can't take it. And when somebody lets you know it's real, y'all panic and y'all dive over the cliff. You can't stay copacetic. You can't stay focused. You're super duper nervous. I'ma keep y'all hoes on eggshells. But scammer twins, I'm telling y'all, get my money, get Earl's money, get Romero money. Do what you gotta do. Shake monkey, sell dinners. I don't care. I'm coming. I'm not gonna stop. You knew that. You knew that. And because this judge, oh, she just was so infatuated with me that I had come all the way from Colorado. How well I explained myself, um, everything that I had gone through and still maintain. So I could have got the other $9,000 out of the turtle, but that was never the point. But my receipts to prove what I had lost monetary dealing with this, including my flight, hotel, and all of that, I had to leave at the law firm, and that's fine. The fact that I critiqued my judgment down to the molecule, understanding why she gave me the example of the um LTL trucking company against the safeguard company, and how important evidentiary is in these situations. So luckily, God seen fit, because this was mailed out from California July 7th. July 6th or another right here. This is timestamp right here. Do y'all see these cashier's check right here on when we mailed out for this particular one? All right, June 26th, for small claims proof of service, and the small, because this is only one of us. This is only one of us. It only costs $75 to sue in small